Hey everybody, this is Sean with Tab Off-Road. Today I'm going to go through the installation process of the Tab Off-Road rock slider on this Polaris RZR 900S. We have it installed on the left hand side. I'm going to go through the installation process on the right hand side. So if you guys like what you see, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram. Alright, so this rock slider actually bolts up right to the frame. What you're going to do is come to whatever side you're working on. We have 3 holes already preset in the frame. What you're going to do is take out the 3 bolts that are bolted in there. We're going to be reusing those bolts later, so hold on to them. That is a T40 to get those out. So just back all those out. Then we're going to take our supplied houser bolts. Basically how these work is they'll slide into whatever slot you're working on, and they do have a threaded hole. So we'll put those in there. We'll line that threaded hole with the bolt we just took out, and then you'll thread that bolt back in, and that's what holds that bolt in place. And then one thing to note is when you're putting these in here, you want to make sure you have that nut on there, because if you accidentally get that in there and drop it in there, you're gonna have to go fishing because that's gonna be stuck in there. It might be kind of hard to get out. So leave that nut on there while you're getting these in place, and then once they're all in place with the bolt, then we can back these out and then hook this rock slider up to it. Okay, again, we can leave these 2 bottom ones loose, but we can get this one all the way tightened down. We'll tighten those once we get the bumper actually on there, but you can tell that we fast forwarded through a lot of that. But getting these screws in here can take a little bit of doing, because without the hose bolt in there, the stock screw actually threads into the frame. So you're actually trying to thread the bolt in through the frame and the houser bolt itself, so you're trying to line up 2 things at once. So just take your time, be patient. You can do it fairly easily. It just takes a little bit of patience. If for some reason you can't do it, one last resort that you can do is actually take a small drill bit, run it through the frame, get the threads cleared out of there, and that way you're just lining up the screw. Once all the houser bolts are all secure, we can go ahead and back off the nuts. Again, you don't want to take the nuts off until the houser bolts are secure, so that way they don't fall into your frame. Those out of the way. Take the rock slider, slide it over our bolts. With our nuts started, we'll go ahead and tighten down our screws. Again, that's a T40 Torx bit. Next, we'll go ahead and tighten down our nuts, and again, that's a 3/4 inch. Alright, so once you get those 3 nuts tightened down, that's all there is to it. One important thing to note is that the Tab Off-Road rock slider actually sits lower than the skid plate, so if you're ever in a situation where you're in rocks or tree stumps or something like that, all that crap should hit our rock slider first before it starts tearing up your skid plate. So that's all there is to it.